What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, I hope everyone had a great weekend, but we're back here with another new look rebuild after the Lakers were a subject of a few moves that happened over the weekend. The big thing that happened for the Lakers over this weekend is, of course, Marcus Smart was bought out by the Washington Wizards, and he is joining the Los Angeles Lakers. They also have waived Shake Milton and Jordan Goodwin as well. There is a chance that the Lakers still may do something this offseason. I wouldn't totally rule that out, but we're going to go ahead and jump in because they were subject of some moves that happened over the weekend and do a new look Los Angeles Lakers rebuild in 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs, so if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be absolutely amazing. My share scenario continues to be updated pretty much every single time there's even a minor transaction. So I just, updated Shake Milton and also Jordan Goodwin being waived, and then Curtis Jones, PJ Hall, and I think someone else in the Grizzlies on a two-way contract, like stuff like that. I'm trying to update as much as possible. Username is boom. I'll just show it to you actually, so you guys understand what it is. So under Crushables, that is my gamer tag, or it's just called Crushables Start Today. I've been told people have been able to find it on PS5. Don't know exactly how that works, so I'm not on PlayStation. I've never even used a PS5 in my life. I used to have PlayStation 4, but that's besides the point. Regardless, I'm also excited to do this Lakers rebuild because the last one we just did, I didn't win a championship in it, and I was disappointed by the results of it. So I'm hoping to redeem myself. And of course, we're doing a new look rebuild series right now, and the Lakers, I guess, made another move. So this will be the final one, I presume, unless if they make like a big trade that I just can't ignore. So, like I said, Marcus Smart's the newest addition to this team. There's still the LeBron James thing going on right now. Part of me hopes that I don't think it'll happen, but kind of think it'd be cool if he got bought out and went to Cleveland. I don't know why. I think that'd be cool. Like, it just makes so much sense. The East is wide open. Yeah, I don't know. And he's going to be done in 1 or 2 years. Probably one more year left. But you have LeBron, Luka, Reeves all going down. Marcus Smart going down. So for year number 1, we're going to simply jump in and just obviously simulate it and see how it goes. Aiden's the new addition as far as the 5 is concerned. They brought Jackson Hayes back. Let's go look at this rotation going into year number 1. So as of right now, Power Rank has us 9th overall, which is really nice to see. We're 4.5 pace and space under JJ Redick. So right now they have Vanderbilt as a starting 4, which I just don't foresee happening. Of course, the biggest thing the Lakers really need right now after they lost, Dorian Finney-Smith, is a wing defender. And you guys definitely let me know that in the last video when I made a trade the deadline that did not involve that, which, yeah, you guys were kind of justified in getting mad at me in that regard. So I'm going to try to make up for that and focus on getting a wing defender this time around and not maybe a backup 5 like I did. So Vanderbilt is not going to start, though. I think we're probably just going to put Rui Hachimura back in there, of course. But Bronny will eventually be in the rotation, I presume. LeBron's going to retire after this season. Connect will probably slide him to the backup 2. LaRavi will be the backup 3, and then Rui will be at the starting 4. I just don't know why. I guess they think Vanderbilt's a better fit for the pace and space system. I don't know, but Rui is going to start. So I will see you guys at the end of year 1. If I do stop at the trade deadline, I will show you. There's a chance I will because of how much expiring money the Lakers do have. So we'll see what we're able to get when we, get there. So at the end of year 1, Shea wins MVP, Flag is your Rookie of the Year, Scoot is your 6th man, Wim is your D point, and Keto is your most improved, and Devin Booker is your clutch player, and Mark is your Coach of the Year. So I did stop the trade deadline. I explored avenues to make a trade, but there was really nothing that existed. The closest thing I got was Andrew Wiggins, and the Miami Heat ended up extending him. So that was pretty much a no-go. I couldn't go for him. So yeah, we pretty much were stuck with not being able to do anything at the deadline, which sucks because there was a lot of expiring money we could have used. But Luka Doncic, All-NBA first team doing his thing, which is great. Does LeBron? LeBron is not on All-NBA team, which is quite interesting. All-defensive first team and all-defensive second team, all-rookie first team and all-rookie second team. So we are in the play-in tournament going up against the Warriors. So a Stephen Curry versus LeBron play-in game would definitely hit really nicely. We were 12 games over 500, and it just didn't matter. So that is the unfortunate part. So if we take a look at the stats, go look at player stats. 26 from Luka Doncic, 23 from LeBron, 15 from Reeves, 12 from DeAndre Ayton, and 11 from Jake LaRavia. Now, someone's been asking me, I can't remember them by specifically, but they've been saying that I need to start showing team stats, which I don't ever really do, but it's kind of an interesting thing. I guess, to look at. So our offense was top 3. So maybe I should start doing this. This is actually a good idea. So we had a top 3 offense as far as points per game is concerned. And then points allowed, it looks like we were, yeah, not very good either. So, of course, like I said, we need a wing defender. We were 7th, so not the greatest defense in the world. But here we are as a 7th seed. And we already looked at the stats altogether, so like 26, 23. I'm surprised this didn't make an All-NBA team. But, all right, let's go ahead and see if we can't take down Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. So this should be a fun playing game, right? So let's simcast it. And let's see if we can't make it happen. So we are in the lead right now. Let's see if we can hang on to it. Hopefully, they are slowly creeping up behind us. We blow it in the end? No, we hang on. So we're in the playoffs, 36, 11 from Luka. And now we get to play, wow, his former team. I mean, what a fun series that would be if we got a Luka Doncic versus the Mavericks 7-game series. That would be wild. So Kyrie, of course, is still out right now. He, even said like on a stream that he's not even sure if he'll be healthy for the playoffs. So yeah, I didn't realize Kyrie might be out all year next year, which sucks. But they're up 1-0. They're up 2-0. And so far, Nico Harrison's rubbing his fingers together as the Mavericks are, well, hey, we've won 2 straight. So maybe we have what it takes to force a game 7. Can we make it happen? It would be pretty wild if we came back from 3-0. That's all I'll say. It is going to be, okay, we take the lead late. Can we hang on? We are going to force a game 7. Holy moly, we were just down 3-0, and now a game 7 is happening. Okay. Well, we could get the Battle of LA next round if we make it happen. Nico Harrison was rubbing his hands, but now he might be face palming. Can we make it happen? No, we cannot. 102 to 107. Oh, man. So all that just to lose in the end. Okay. Well, you got Dallas, Minnesota, Knicks, and Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves go on to win it all. Edwards is your finals MVP. So LeBron James is going to call it. Of course, cannot bring him back anymore, so he's gone. Chris Paul retiring, a free agent. I just, he's going to sign with the Clippers eventually, just whenever it becomes official. I'm kind of hoping to see Russ Westbrook sign somewhere soon. So, yeah, that's kind of, we'll figure that out when it does happen. For the lottery, this isn't going to matter for us, obviously. So, Boston's going to have the #1 overall pick, which is kind of wild to think about with the 21st pick. So, might be wise to try to hit on that if we can. So let's go to draft night and let's see if there's anything we can add here. So LeBron James being gone obviously opens up a ton of money. I also did indeed make DeAndre Ayton accept his player option again like I did in the last video. We'll see if he ends up accepting that or if he, has the option to opt or if he feels like it's better to opt out and get a bigger contract. I guess it just kind of depends. We did extend Rui. I always do. He's usually a pretty good player in the 2K sim, so I thought it was necessary to keep him. Okay. Let's go see if we can hit on this 21st pick, shall we? So at 21, we have Isaiah Evans. We have, what else we got? We got Axel Lundberg, I should say. The Gumbo. Isaiah Evans. I guess Isaiah Evans with the Hall of Fame ceiling might be the way to go about this. So I guess that's what I'm going to take out of Duke. So welcome, Isaiah Evans. He is going to be a 73 overall, so not bad. We'll definitely take that. Luka Doncic declining. We definitely need to make sure we fix that. And Reeves declines as well, and Smart, of course, declines, which is not too surprising. Probably should have made him accept his player option as well, but whatever. So he might even regress even more at this point, so maybe it wouldn't even matter. But Connect will be accepted, and then qualifying offers Eric Dixon was just a 2-way, so probably won't worry about him too much. All right, free agency, Luka Doncic, I should say, is getting offered from the Clippers, and then so I mean at this point, I think it's in our best interest to keep both Reeves and Luka. I think letting them both walk would be stupid. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get Luka Doncic back, no brainer there. So. Would he just accept a 5-year deal, or do I need to come in hot? Wow, we're his third option. Okay. So that's pretty wild, because we're definitely offering him the most money, but that's where we're at right now, I guess. So let's try this again. If we lose Luka at the beginning of the video, then this video is just completely chalk from the get-go. So let's try to fix that if we can. Player option, no trade clause. Hopefully that fixes it, because that would be so dumb if he just leaves at the beginning. He might genuinely leave us at the very beginning of this video. Like, this is literally out of my control. There's nothing I can do to change it either. I mean, I don't think I'm going to let him. I don't think I'm allowed it to happen. Like, it just seems so stupid he would go to the Clippers. Yeah, I mean, who in real life think that's going to happen, right? So, hopefully no one gets too upset with me if I fix that, because that's just stupid. So, we're going to go 25. Actually, I don't think I'm going to give him 5 years. Let's say 3 years, and let's get him down to, like, 20. Yeah, 25 a year, I guess, is fine. So, we'll give him that. And then Jackson Hayes, I mean, we could, to give him $13 million a year might be a little, I don't know. Not sure I can get there. I don't know what I'm going to do with Luka. He literally just might leave us, and there might be nothing I can do about it. So he's going to go to our ops, which is great. So that's a great way to start this video. But again, I'm bringing him back. Sue me. Unless if he falls out. Hopefully he does. I don't think he did. Nope, he did not. So he's definitely on the Clippers, but I'm going to go ahead and fix that right now because that's just doesn't make any sense. And we can focus on the rest of the offseason. We still have some salaries we can use at our disposal. So we'll see if we can make something happen after we get this done. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and immediately sign and trade Austin Reeves. My hope is that Connect is going to develop enough to kind of be the replacement to Reeves, and we get ourselves our wing defender in DeAndre Hunter, who is a nice 3-and-D wing. Fairly cheap right now. He's going to need a new contract after this. So yeah, I'm hoping to get 3 seconds on top of Hunter from the Cavs. They want that's not going to happen. They want to give me Sam Merrill, which I don't care about having Sam Merrill. I don't need him. So they were offering me something now, but now they don't want to do this. So they want a Zero, and they'll give me Lonzo. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. We get Lonzo Ball back. We got to give them our young second rounder. I mean, in the last video, I think this guy did develop pretty nicely for us, so it kind of would suck to lose him, but getting Lonzo Ball as a backup, bringing him back to the Lakers doesn't sound too bad. So I think I'm going to do this. Let's get Lonzo Ball a really nice backup. So yeah, Luka Doncic is a nice backup. So yeah, I think getting Lonzo Ball and DeAndre Hunter for Reeves is absolutely awesome. So Lonzo is back in LA, which is nice. Connect and Bronny, I'm going to fully give them, hopefully, the keys to be the starting twos next year. And then now Hunter is here and LaRavia. Then we got Rui, Vanderbilt, and then DeAndre Ayton. So, yeah, we don't have no second superstar, I will say. That's maybe an issue, but in due time, we'll hopefully address that. At this point, I think, and then Keon Ellis may not be a bad addition either with our MLE. I would not hate that, but we may have to go... We'll have to see. So we could use a backup 5, obviously. So Jackson Hayes is sitting here. I could give him a deal. Like I said, giving him $12 million a year, though. Could be a little problematic, in my opinion. So I'm not really sure I want to get there with him. You have Beasley, who was pretty bad when he was in LA, so I don't think I'm going to go that route. Keon Ellis does sound really nice. If I didn't bring in Lonzo Ball, man, although I could move, like... Well, no, Connect needs to start. So... Man, I really want to find a way to get Keon Ellis on this team. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to find a way to put him on this team. So I'm going to give Keon Ellis a deal. I think he's going to be a nice addition to this team. So we'll go Keon Ellis here. And then we'll get a backup 5, which we'll see. I guess we'll go to day 12 and see what it is. But yeah, we're going to find a way to have Keon Ellis play some minutes, which is nice. And then for a backup center on the last day of free agency, we'll see what we have that we can maybe get. So we have Mo Wagner, who maybe will sign a deal. Would Jackson Hayes still sign a deal to come back? $4 million. He says no to that. Okay. Drummond may not be too bad. Nick Richards could be an option. Nope, that's not gonna happen either. Maybe it is Drummond. Sandro, I guess, is an option too. Let's keep scrolling real quick. Charles could maybe be. Yeah, we'll go Charles. We'll go Charles here. And we got play progression. We got Connect up to an 80. Charles up to an 80, so that's nice too. Lonzo LaRavia's up, Vanderbilt's up, and then Bronny James has started to develop nicely too. So maybe Keon Ellis still plays over Bronny James this year, but eventually Bronny will get the nod maybe in the next season. But let's go look at the team for next year, look at the rotation, and then the biggest thing is for me is we probably need to find a way to get Luka Doncic a co-star. So if we can do that, I think we'd be in good business. So Power Rank has this 18th overall. Proficiency is down to a 3.5. So I guess that's where we're at right now. So whatever. We'll go to a balanced system. And there's still a lot on the table as far as, making some more trades. This team is not complete by any means. But I feel good about some of the things we brought in. Like bringing in Keon Ellis and also Lonzo Ball and DeAndre Hunter. I mean, immediately that's 3 defensive-minded guys that this team desperately needed. So I love that a lot for us to start things off. But like I said, still need a co-star, I feel like. I don't think we can just do it with Luka Doncic. Still think we're well under the second apron too, which is nice. Yeah, we still have plenty of flexibility there. Hunter isn't expiring, so we'll have to see what he's thinking about. Rui's on a great contract. Vanderbilt probably is going to be the guy that's traded at the deadline right now. He's not even in the rotation. So yeah, if we can find a way to use his contract to do something, that would be ideal. So I will see you guys at the trade deadline more than likely. This is what we're going to be rocking with. Who's going to be the scorer next to Luka Doncic is the question. I mean, Aiden, I guess, is going to be the second guy right now. So if Aiden could become something, this would be the year to do it. Or then Connect. I mean, I guess we can push his shots up just a tad bit because I kind of need him to be the Reeves replacement, which at this point is a big ask, but it is what we're asking him. So hopefully we're a solid team. I'll see you guys at the deadline, and we'll be looking to make a move. We're off to a pretty good start, so we'll see where we're at when we get to the deadline. We're going to actually go ahead and do this trade at the deadline, and this trade basically accomplishes nothing other than one fact, and I'll show you why in just a second, is that Vanderbilt has a player option next year. We're trying to avoid having to pay him that. Middleton and Yabusele are both expiring. So basically, I've come to the point where I think, I think this is kind of the Lakers plan in real life too. 2027 free agency, Giannis, Jokić, and some other guys that will be there. So I think that's kind of where I'm at this point. We're the 8th seed. We're 28 and 23. I think we get our co-star through free agency. I think that's the best way we could probably go about this. So Middleton and Yabusele won't even be playing for us. We're going to continue to just try to make the playoffs with this team, but Ayton will be a free agent. A bunch of guys will be off the team. I'm hoping to bring Hunter back on a cheap deal, but don't know what he's going to be asking for. But at the end of the day, we're basically hoping to acquire a co-star in free agency. That's the game plan. So we get the expiring contracts we need, and now we'll head to free agency and see if there is a player worth signing in free agency to pair with Luka Doncic. So if like Jokić is there, for instance, maybe we make that marriage happen. Let's see. So Luka Doncic wins MVP, which I'm not too surprised to see because obviously he was the main scorer of the team. The only issue is our team wasn't the best, I will say, so that was kind of unfortunate. But we are playing team as the 9th seed, which is funny to see the Rockets here. So here were your actual stats outside of just Luka. So you had 32 from Luka Doncic, 16 from Connect. So was he efficient this year? I mean, he was. So that's good to see. On 7 attempts, he shot 42% from 3. So kind of what we wanted to see from Connect. Love that. 15 and 8 from Aiden, 14 from DeAndre Hunter, 13 from Laravia, 10 from, I mean, he didn't play for us really, but yeah, here are the rest of your stats. So the other thing to look at, of course, because I'll try to start doing this, is team stats. So how are we in points per game? So we were 3rd offense. Defense, it looks like we maybe got a little bit better, which is good. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like we were middle of the pack. So middle of the pack, which is better than what we were last year. All right, let's see if we have what it takes to take down the Houston Rockets to get into the playoffs. They want Yabusele to start. I guess. I don't know. Let's just rock with it and see if it works. Okay, so we're getting blown out so far, but that's fine. I didn't expect us to win a championship this year anyway, but we may be coming back. No. Okay, so 2 years wasted. I'm aware of that. At least we got the playoffs last year, but it's all about what we're able to do in free agency. Denver just lost round 2. So we're keeping a note on that. Spurs beat the Raptors in 7. Here are your retirements. So Geraldo is retiring a Blazer. A bunch of other stuff happened there. Don't think we have a draft pick this offseason, if I'm not mistaken. So Bulls #1 via Portland. Need to fix that. That should be going to the Blazers. But our pick, I believe, is going elsewhere, and the Jazz have it. So yeah, we don't have a pick, which would have been a good one to have, but unfortunately, don't have it. Okay, I'm going to fix the Bulls pick, and then I will see you guys in free agency and see what we have that we can, or see what we can do. So Connect and Bronny James will both be accepted, obviously, and then Yabusele is a free agent. Like I said, there's a reason why we did it, and look at it. So we are highlighted by Wembanyama, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokić, Karl Towns. There's Jalen Green and, yeah, some other guys. But I'm hoping to land Jokić or Giannis. I think it's clearly obvious. So Giannis is getting some offers from Miami, San Antonio. Jokić got an offer from the Nuggets to go back. What do we have? Oh, my gosh, we could definitely offer him something. That's crazy. So we actually have the cap space to do it. Now, I will say, by doing this, we're basically going to be losing everybody. It only... Oh, wow. Hunter wanted a lot of money. But, I mean, if we get Jokić, man, like... I mean, it would be the perfect Aiden replacement. If Aiden wants to come back as a backup, that's cool too. Now, we have to see if, Jokić would even accept this. I don't even know if he's going to accept this deal. So, we'll throw everything at him and see what he says. Where's #1 offer? So, Jokić will be signed. Now, like I said, that's going to renounce pretty much everybody in existence, but we'll figure out the rest later. Jokić and Doncic are teammates now. So, that's beautiful stuff, and I'm not mad at it. Okay. So it looks like we have the ability to do a little bit of stuff, which is nice. Bird rights are all gone. And then Brandon Clark. So we could sign one more good player, which is nice. Aiden, I think, is literally asking for, like, what? Let's see. He's asking for $32 million a year, which we were never going to be able to get there. So most we're going to offer him is $9 million right now. Okay, so where do we stand? So we got Jokić and Doncic, which is beautiful. Keon Ellis, nice addition. Is going to probably maybe... Well, no, we have... Well, we'll see where we end up playing him. Isaiah Evans might need to step in the rotation this year, too. That's nice as well. So Luka Doncic, Keon Ellis, Connect, Bronny. One of you guys is probably going to... Whoa, what the hell's going on? My controller just started tweaking. What are we doing? Okay, let's try that again. So Keon Ellis, Connect, Bronny James, and then Isaiah Evans, Rui, and Jokić. So what's the best thing we could possibly go sign in free agency is the question. Well, probably could use a good backup to Jokić for sure. That's probably important. We do have the ability to move like Bronny to backup point guard. I feel like that we can get away with that. Evans is going to have to step up big time. We're just going to have to try to grab whatever we can. So like Sadiq Bey doesn't sound too bad. A Washington or an Aaron Wiggins, like always like grabbing him. Sometimes he's pretty nice to grab. So he could be interesting. We could move him in a different place. So I definitely think we'll start there. So we'll go Aaron Wiggins, get him on a deal. Hopefully he'll sign it, and he will. He does. So that probably leaves us out with not much else to do. We'll probably, I mean, Thibault probably could be a nice option to bring in. So we'll grab him as well. And then let's go to day 12 of free agency and see if we can get a good backup center. And I think that's kind of what we'll be running with. So, all right, backup 5, so maybe go sign. So Zach Collins all asking for $7 million. So he may take a minimum to come here. He says no. Damn, that would have been a nice one to grab, but unfortunately, he says no to that. That sucks. I thought he would have maybe accepted that. Okay. What else we got? So Diabate. There's Quentin Post. I mean, probably wouldn't be too bad. But I don't think he's going to accept that. He says no. Okay. Not Post either. There's Luke Cornett, which I guess may be our best option. There's Valanciunas. Probably going down the list a little bit more than I would want, but I mean, Young is already here. Why is he? I guess the Blazers waived him. I don't know. Zach Collins would have been lovely, but damn, he said no to us. Okay, Kevon Looney. Is that where we're at this point? It may be. That sucks. Did Aiden get signed already, by the way? Would he sign? Yes, we can give him $9 million, but he's not interested in that, obviously. He said he's insulted. It would have been awesome to have him as a backup, but I don't know if he would even do that. So Cornette may be our best option. I'm not going to lie, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So Cornette, what do you say to a minimum offer to the Lakers? He says he will be interested. Would have loved you, Zach Collins, but all right. We have Bronny up to an 81. Connect does not move, which really sucks. I needed that, but he doesn't. Okay, Thibault's down. And Cornette's down, and then Keon Ellis and Bronny James, of course, are going to be big contributors this year. So we got the superstar co-stars. We got, I mean, we did lose some of our defensive pieces like Hunter and Lonzo, I will say. So we're just going to have to make it work. Let's go look at the rotation going into year number 3. So here is the 9-man rotation for year 3. We got Luka Doncic, Dalton Connect, Isaiah Evans, Rui Hachimura, Jokić. We got Bronny James, Keon Ellis, Wiggins, and Luke Cornett is your starting 5, your rotation. So 3.5 balanced per system. We can be, I guess, a 4-star perimeter centric. So we'll run with that. Jokić and Doncic team together in LA. Let's see how it's about to go. Ideally, we'd have a better supporting cast. It could be better, but it also could be worse, right? So I would have loved to have kept Hunter and Lonzo on this team. That would have been massive, but unfortunately it was going to be kind of impossible. So I will see you guys at the end of year 3. Power Rank only has his 21st overall. That would be really disappointed if this team was terrible, but I don't anticipate that being the case. I will see you guys hopefully with a really good seed in the West in the playoffs. So Jokić comes over, wins MVP. Keita's your Rookie of the Year. Giddey's your 6th man. Wimby's your depoy. AJ DeBanza most improved. And Jokić is your clutch player. So I did try to make something happen at the trade deadline, and just nothing could happen. We really didn't have the tradable contracts, really. So it's kind of tough. I tried to land Michael Porter Jr., but they were wanting too many first-rounders. It was a disaster. So wasn't going to fold for that. So 26 and 29 from Doncic and Jokić. Hopefully that's all we need, right? Like the two of the best players in the NBA. We're the second seed in the West, and Dallas is on the other side. So we had 29 from Jokić with 13 and 10, and then Doncic with 26, 9, and 9. Next with 15, 12 from Isaiah Evans, 12 from Bronny James with 4 and 4, and then 11 from Rui and 9 from Aaron Wiggins, 6 from Keon Ellis, and 3 from Cornette. So not bad, but we got Evans now starting, which is fine. So let's see if we can get to the second round in this season. We didn't get there earlier, so we get to play the Suns, who look pretty good, but hopefully our young team around, I mean, I don't know how young we really are. Also, I forgot to look at something you guys said. I want to keep looking at this, so it might be showing on the playoffs. Or no, it's not. Okay, so we were number 1 points per game, and then points allowed, we were still middle of the pack, basically. Well, I guess that's like right outside the top 10, I think. But yeah, that's good. Okay, so we're up 2-0 on the Suns, and they're going to hopefully, yep, they lose game 4, and we're going to game 6. Let's see. We can't take them out in game 6. I want to put Rui back in, which I think I'm cool with that. So let's go game 6 or Phoenix. It's in Phoenix, rather. So let's please win this and avoid a game 7, because I'd like to get out of round 1 after giving, you know, Doncic a co-star. and we will get out of round 1. So 42-12, 22-17, so beat them in 6. But now we get a big test against the San Antonio Spurs, who have Harper, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, Wimby, Colin Sexton, Walter, Bryant, Keyshaw Johnson, and Boogie Flanders. So pretty good team in San Antonio. Let's simcast game 1, and let's see who's about to go. So Jokić versus Wimby should be a fun matchup to watch and follow. All right, so let's see if we can't win game 1 at home. Big one here, and they're going to take it at the end there and hold on to it. Okay, game 2. Can we make it happen and tie the series and not go home empty-handed without a win at home? Close game so far, and they are going to take 2-0 lead on take the 2-0 lead on us, which is very disappointing. So let's go ahead and simcast game 3, and let's see if we can win on the road. So I've gone down to an 8-man rotation. Need to get 2 wins on the road to get back in this series. We have the lead right now, and they are slowly trying to get back in it, but we do hang on. So we do get 1 on the road. Need another one, though, in the worst way possible. So game 4 on the road in San Antonio. They have the lead, but we're taking it here. Can we hang on to it? No, we're down 3-1. So we're down 3-1. We're in dead trouble. That sucks. Isaiah Evans is cold. But all right, this is where we're at. So let's go. Game 5 in LA to see if we can't force another game to happen. And they've had the lead most of it. And yeah, so that's not going to work out. So 120-112. So we lose in the second round. But what we will do is have another offseason at it. So Mavericks beat the Knicks in 4. So we got to improve around Jokić and Doncic and do our best to do that. So it's not going to be easy, but we're going to try. So we have the 28th pick. Probably will be traded at this point. I don't think the 28th pick can help me. Maybe we move on from JJ Redick and see if some new coach would help us too. That might be an option. We would go Lou and Nick Nurse. Hopefully get one of them to sign. So Nick Nurse will choose us. We'll go with that. So Nick Nurse is now the coach of the Lakers. And on draft night, I think we use this pick to try to make a trade. So Rui's contract is probably going to be the most tradable contract to use. So let's see if there's something we can cook up on draft night here. I think we're going to go ahead and do this trade with the Clippers. They're going to give me Robert Williams and a future first. So yeah, let's do this. Robert Williams is going to be our new backup 5 to Jokić. I think our backup center was kind of an issue with Cornette being the starter or backup. So I think Robert Williams as a backup instead is great. So I love that to start things off. It's going to be a good start to the offseason. We picked up an extra pick. Love that too. Isaiah Evans is going to come back. And of course, the biggest thing is to extend Bronny and Connect. I think we got to bring both of them back, no questions asked. So yeah, both of them are going to get extensions. I think we can't lose either of them. It's kind of funny that we're about to give Bronny $22 million a year, but again, we can't afford to lose either of them. So they're both going to be back. Hopefully, I have the ability to sign someone good. Yes, we do have the ability to sign another good contract, which is good. We love that, or another good player rather. So Doncic, Bronny, Keon Ellis, Connect, and Isaiah Evans. So we clearly need a wing really badly. So that is going to be the most ideal thing we could possibly do. So what wings can we sign? Let's go find out. So Zion Williamson, Filipowski, Mogbo, Gigi Jackson. I mean, Gigi Jackson could be interesting, but we can only give an MLE out. So, who is this going to go to? Ron Holland as kind of our point of attack defender doesn't sound too bad. There's Patrick Williams, too, who is, you know, I will say the Patrick Williams in real life isn't so good, but the 2K Patrick Williams is usually pretty damn good. So, why I'm kind of liking the idea of him potentially. I think we go for him. I think he's going to be our best bet, honestly. So I'm going to give Patrick Williams the MLE and bring him in. And again, real life Patrick Williams, not the best, but 2K Patrick Williams is a totally different ball game. So Patrick Williams is going to go to the 3 and go up to an 83. So that's nice. We bring in Robert Williams and Patrick Williams. So 2 Williams coming in. So Williams going to start. And then we need, I guess, a new 4 if we can find one. Just Isaac could be the option, or we find something else. But this is probably the best move we could have made. Robert Williams, Patrick Williams, with the limited assets we have and limited amount of money we can sign too. Okay, so power forwards to sign on the last day. Let's go see. Can we offer anybody more than a minimum? No. We can only offer a minimum, so I don't think we'll be able to get anybody too good, clearly. Champagny. Isaac might be our best bet. Like, would Ingram sign a minimum? Nah, he's not going to. That's not going to happen. Bobby, like, would he sign a minimum? No. And then, yeah, or Nwora, I guess, out of the G League. Dixon, JT Toppin. I mean, JT Toppin, what do you think about? Nope, not going to happen. Okay, so Royce O'Neal, I guess, could be interesting. Freeman, would he sign? I mean, maybe. No. Okay, so again, our best bet is probably Jonathan Isaac, honestly. So, there we go. that's our offseason. So Bronny's up to an 86, which is massive. We need as much development as we can. Really disappointed to Connect not turning into anything. So maybe at the trade deadline, we use his contract for something. I think that could be our final move to maybe upgrade from Connect. All right, let's simulate this final season and let's see if we can make it happen. And hopefully I can make a move at the deadline to kind of have our final all chips pushed in move. But proficiency, 4-star, perimeter centric right now. But let's see. Do we run balanced? I mean, yeah, we're 4.5 balanced. So we'll run balanced. They have Isaac starting, which is interesting, I will say. But all right, if that's what they think. Wiggins is completely out of the rotation right now, which is a little weird. But I do ideally think we have, like, Isaiah Evans didn't develop anything. So what we could do is we could move Wiggins to, well, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have an idea in my head. But hopefully the deadline, there's a bunch of options on the table. We'll use Connect's contract probably to try to upgrade and give ourselves like a third guy. Take some pressure off of Luka and Jokic because, fortunately, Connect just hasn't developed in anything like I would have hoped. I think I found the winning trade. I think we do this. Isaiah Evans Connect in a 2030 first. We bring in Jabari Smith Jr. from Houston. 89 overall. He's not going to score too much. He's going to space the floor nicely. To me, this is a no-brainer. We have Jonathan Isaac currently starting at our 4 right now. Now, obviously, that is going to hurt. And I will say Connect was balling, man. There's a chance I shouldn't have even traded him, but he's shooting 50% from 3 right now, which is kind of just ridiculous, I will say. 16 points per game, 50% from 3 at the trade deadline, and obviously he's attempting a bunch of 3s. So very weird. We're 37-16, so there's a chance I didn't need to shake things up, but I felt like if we didn't make a move and we just sat on our fingers, it may be something we would have regretted. So Wiggins can also now slide to the 3 instead, so that's going to be kind of nice to have a booster at that small forward rotation. Isaac will probably shrink it down to an obviously 8-man rotation in the playoffs, but yeah, I think that was the final move, man. Jabari Smith Jr. going to be the final all-in, chips pushed in move, and I like it. I think he fits extremely well. So let's simulate to the playoffs, and let's see if it's going to swing in our favor, and maybe we can get to the conference finals. Again, last time we did not win a championship, so I'm hoping for redemption this time around. So another MVP award for Jokić, which is great to see, but we're trying to add Larry O'Brien's, not just MVPs. Like, if we wanted MVPs, we've gotten that, I will say. Doncic and Jokić have all represented MVPs like the last 3 years, but we're the second seed in the West again, so here are your player stats. You have 30 from Luka Doncic, 27 from Jokić, 15 from Bronny, 13 from Patrick Williams. Bronny up to an 87 overall is lovely to see, by the way. 8 from Robert Williams, Patrick Williams with 13. So, yeah, I feel like we did everything we possibly could have to put a good team. Wow, bench utilization is a little bit high for my liking, so let's bring that down. All right, let's see if this can work. So in round 1, we get the Oklahoma City Thunder, and here were your team stats like usual. So points per game, number 1, and then as far as defense is concerned, again, continue to kind of remain like a middle-of-the-pack team, which is fine. Okay, so Oklahoma City at this point has Shea, Dame Sarr, Jalen Williams, Sorber, Chet, Koa Pete, Topic, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Tower Kolik. So a pretty good team in OKC. No surprise there. So game 1 is going to go to us. Beat them by 9 to start things off. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. We're going to sweep them. No, they get 1, and we'll beat them in 5. Please, Phoenix, take out the Spurs. Please take out the Spurs. They do. Okay. We beat the Suns last year, but we lost to the Spurs. So hopefully we can do that same thing again. So game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 goes to us. I really have to think the Suns. Okay, just kidding. I can't yet. We're tied now. Okay. All right, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Please don't lose to the Suns in round 2. I was like ready to, punch our ticket to the conference finals after we saw the Suns, but they're going to make me. Okay, so we do thankfully win game 5. It looked like that was about to go in their direction. Got to get a game 6, please. Just win this game 6. This exactly how it went last year too. So can we get a deja vu, we win again type moment? It looks like we will. So thank you, Phoenix, for taking out the Spurs, because I don't know how that would have went. But all right, conference finals time. We get the Mavericks. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Mavericks probably going to be who we're playing. They beat us in the very first season. Chicago, Detroit's on the other side. Okay, so we got Butler, Christie, Flag, Zion now. Anthony Davis off the bench. Pretty wild. Okay, here we go. A Simcast game 1, and let's see if we has what it takes to take down the Mavericks. Starting off hot here, but they are right behind us, and of course they're gonna take it and run away with it. So, oh, wait a minute, we force overtime and we're gonna steal it back. Okay, we get one on the road. All right, Let's keep this up. Get another one. Why not? Make it 2 in a row on the road. And then we can win on at home. But so far, it's a close game. Need to hang on to this. And we will. We're up 2-0. 57 and 35. Go up 3-0. Come on. Let's go. Beat them in 4. All right, they're going to... let's simcast every single game because it would not shock me in the slightest if the Mavericks decided to come back from 3-0. We have a nice lead right now, but they are slowly creeping back into it. It's a 7-point game now. Just hang on, man. That's all I'm asking for. And we will. Barely. 124-122. We beat the Mavericks in 5, so we do punch our ticket to the finals. They got Bronny starting, which is nothing. It's not something I ever thought. I didn't think about doing. We could start Bronny with Luka Doncic together. That's kind of an interesting thought. But I've liked Keon Ellis next to him too. So whatever. Let's see how this goes. Chicago, by the way, I saw they have John Morant, but they have Kobe White, Sensabaugh, Buzelis, Visich. I mean, we shouldn't lose to this team in my opinion. Let's just see how it goes though. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. All right, do we want to fix things back to what they were? No, they still want Bronny to start. Okay, Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. We're still vibing right now. Keon Ellis is back. And beat them in 6, please. Let's avoid going to a Game 7 if we can. You know, it'd be cool to celebrate in front of our home fans, but I would like to just get out of here with the ring because I didn't get one in the last Lakers rebuild, and we've done just that. So 129-106, champion us, and we get another one. Luka is our finals MVP. So we beat them in 6. Jokić and Doncic pairing works out, and I really like the team we're able to put around them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much better than the last one. There's still rumors that the Lakers are trying to make a trade. Hopefully nothing comes out before you guys see this, or you guys will never see this video. And this video was pretty fun. So this is Crushables. I'll see you on the next one. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.